someone I don't really duel against you that much.
Not often.
Not often, no. So what did you play today?
Today I played Danger Orcust after the January? Are we in January ban list?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how is the new format treating this deck now?
I miss Harpour. I miss Harpour a lot. But Brass Bombard is Harpour to Electric Boogaloo, so we're getting by.
Oh, yeah, well, there you go. That's all I'm at. Okay, so let's dive right in.
All right, so in the main deck, I'm playing 3 Orcust Nightmare. That's the heart and soul of this deck. You need 3 of these. Followed is 2 Simple Skeleton. I see a lot of deck profiles playing 3. I'm only playing 2 to make room for other sided cards or other decks that I'm playing.
Okay.
As well. 2 Brass Bombard. As well, I see a lot of people playing 3. I'm playing 2 because I'm playing a 1-for-1 to help send some of these to grave.
Excellent.
2 World Wand. 1 Gizmek. You only need 1. Search it off Crescendo.
That's true, that's true.
As for starters, Armageddon Knight, Greffer, 3 Scraps. Don't talk to me about my commons. I'm working on it. We're working on it. Absolute necessity. You can trade these out for math. I prefer this because you can send World Wand off of it. And I was playing the Scrap Engine previously. I might switch back to it because I like making Appaloosa before my Orcust plays. But right now, we'll get there. So, Dangers, 2 Such, 2 Jackalope, 1 Nessie because he's banned, and 2 Mothman. I have such a love-hate relationship with Mothman. I let somebody use the effect of Mothman. I needed to draw, and they drew Lancia on my turn. And I lost because of that one play. So I am.
How does Nessie knock to 1 affect you?
I don't really notice a difference. Nessie only really was used to get another danger to hand. So
that's true, yeah.
Yeah. So losing 1 didn't really feel like much of an effect, but it does lose a little bit of consistency, but not enough to really care. So for spell and traps, we've got 1 Babble, 1 Crescendo. They're both searchable. You don't need them. More often you use Babble anyway, but they're both there for when you need them.
Yep.
1 Max Rarity Platinum Rhoda. You can't convince me otherwise. 1 Foolish.
Yep.
We got 1-for-1. This is my 3rd Brass Bombard. I like playing this because getting the special Brass Bombard from the deck, it can be a lot stronger than just normal summoning him, because if you don't see Brass Bombard in hand as well as Orcust Nightmare, you're kind of losing out. So getting to send an Orcust or, you know, even Crescendo to grave for 1 for, oh, you can't for 1-for-1, but anyway, sending a monster to grave off 1-for-1 in and of itself can help you plus harder. So I prefer this over the 3 Brass. 3 Orchestrated Return for Draw Engine.
Yep.
3 Allure.
Oh, yes.
1 Upstart, all for drawing into your deck. And I wonder why Konami did this. I question every night. 3 rank up magic.
That I know. I was blown away.
It's foolishness. Making Calamities in this deck is stupid easy on their turn. Just bring back Ding, make Calamities, negate their thing. If I still gotta go make Unicorn too, it's foolishness. This card needs to be banned again. I don't know why they brought it back, but I'm gonna play it as long as it's here.
They probably figured that we're near Azathoth is banned. They didn't know better. I don't think. No.
And lastly, 3 Instant Fusion. Get that 1000 eyes, get that Winda, like. Orcust loves it. For the extra deck. 3 Galatea. Of course.
Some people thought she took it, well, me included, should have thought she should have taken a hit, but...
If you hit Galatea, you're going to kill the deck. The deck requires Galatea to play. In my own opinion, as an Orcust player, I've been playing it since they first came out. Babble is the card that needs to go, because Babble just lets you play 2 turns, and it's borderline unfair. Galatea with having Crescendo isn't that bad, I think, in terms of a meta sense.
Yeah.
But we also don't want a case of Orcust living as long as Sky Striker. If they ban Babble, I think the deck will be in check good enough, but we take those. Gearsu's going to change the deck again.
Oh, for sure.
Long Gearsu. And as I am working towards building a Max Rarity Orcust deck, none other than a Starlight Rarity IP Masquerena.
Oh, yeah. They call Starlights that. To me, they're still Prismatics.
It's going to be hard to switch.
It is, yeah. I still call spells magic.
I have to change her sleeve in other rooms because I don't trust anyone around me anymore. Other cards, Link Rebo, use off Brass Bombard.
Yep.
For instant fusion targets, we've got Winda and Thousand Eyes.
Nice.
Calamities, rank up magic target.
Oh yeah, perfect.
And Borrow Sword for games. 2 Nightmares, Phoenix for back row, because this deck has a harder time against back row, and Unicorn for the Masquerade play and anything else you need it for.
Oh yes, bounce.
And for when people Nibiru you, Link Spider. I actually got to do this today. I'll make IP, and then they'll do their thing, and they'll hurt me. I'll have Babel on board, and they'll go Nibiru, and I'll go, okay, I'll make Link Spider, and they go, okay, I guess he has Link Spider, and then during their turn, Nightmare, go bring back Simple Skeleton, bring out Den, do whatever I need to. I can at least have a play. I'm not totally dead in the water. So.
That is a really good idea.
If you have the one space, I recommend a Link Spider.
Excellent.
As for the side deck, this one took the longest after Harp War, because in the current format, it's hard to tell what you're going to go against. Spiral, of course, but
yes.
We expected 2 Spirals at the locals today and only got 1, and I didn't even play them. So this really didn't do much, but this was designed for Spiral, so he's only good for now, but Love him while he's still good.
Yep.
2 Droll, because Spiral draws a lot. Chaos Hunter, because Orcusts don't like to banish, and a one-sided not being able to banish is a lot better than a 2-sided. 2 Dark Ruler no more. With the hit on a lot of the cards, a lot of decks are relying on their main field. I'm seeing Pendulum players require all their monster effects. Orcust are the same way, and Spiral. This deck card can out so many decks right now.
Yes.
It was very cheap. Its time is now. It's coming up now.
Excellent.
2 Twin Twisters for back row, 3 Evenly for back row, and the 1 Sacky Red Reboot for back row.
I never understood Red Reboot being sacks. It's great, but I'm not gonna lie. Anytime anyone's used it against me, I would win the game.
I think it's for the control players. Like Altergeist is now a more playable deck. I've seen them top the latest PPG, I think it was. So I think it's to give control players more of an advantage. I'm okay with that. We're also getting Lightning Storm. Well, if you live anywhere that's not here, you already have a chance to have it. But we're getting it next week.
Yes.
So Lightning Storm is basically a replacement for Red Reboot. So I think they're just trying to sell cards. That's fine. It's cool.
And of course, no Pankratops, because they sent it to 1, which I still have no idea why.
I'm honestly probably for the exact same reason.
I was baffled. It's like no one means it. It's a good side. I don't get it. But
I probably to sell Raigeki Storm, to be honest. I'm betting it's to sell Lightning Storm.
yeah, I say Konami knows something we don't. So
Yeah.
anyway, thanks so much for the profile.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, subscribe and be sure to click on the bell for notifications. You can also check me out on Facebook. The link is in the description below. Happy dueling!